Nice job.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at Widow. Does she look like she's okay, or does she still look like she's bleeding out of every orifice of her body?
No, not she looks like she's in much better shape than when she was before.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do then. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shoot. Wow, I should have a better idea. I'm thinking of doing like a flame strike, but I'm trying to read to see what the action is. So it's a vertical column of fire, of divine fire, that roars down from the heavens in a location you specify. So it's each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range have to make a dexterity saving throw or take damage. And if they save, then they take half damage. It's 4d6 damage. So let me see if I can. That's a 10-foot by 40-foot. So first of all, because I'm underground,
Share that spell
would this
with me.
still
What
work?
level is it?
Flame strike, level 5.
All right.
Well, I don't know if I can do it though. That was what I was reading about, because it says it comes from the heavens. So I don't know if I can do it underground or not, or if that's just a flavor.
Unless it's probably just flavor. Unless it specifically says must be used outdoors. Let's see, a vertical column of divine fire war zone. I'm sure flame strikes change throughout the edition. So, from the heavens in a location you specify, each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range, must make a dexterity saving throw. So, it now you will have a problem with the ceiling only being about 15, 20 foot high. Now, if you're gonna use that, it's gonna. Obviously, the 40-foot cylinder, it's gonna have to go somewhere if the ceiling's only 20 foot, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, so you're thinking
I would say
it might
probably
not be a good move.
double it
I
to a
got it.
20-foot radius because of the low. I'm just trying to think of it as a, logically here. I mean, if it's giving you a 40-foot radius column of fire, then all of that fire is going to have to go somewhere, and it's basically just going to fill up this entire room because it can't go through the rock. You know what I'm saying? It can't go into the actual wall of Earth, so it would basically fill up that entire chamber. I mean, speaking
Okay.
and it would be the same way as a fireball too, because of the combustion of that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I don't
It
think
would
I
be
want to.
funny.
I don't
I
know
think it
how
would be
funny that
great.
would be as everybody starts burning.
It's only
I think
46 damage. You guys are like level 10, 11. What the hell, man?
That's
Shoot
okay.
now and
I
apologize
think
later.
I know, but it may kill poor old Misty. I think. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so not prepared.
That's
You know
okay,
what
you're
I
fine.
think? I think what I'll probably do is I will. Well, with my bonus action, I'll go ahead and ward Sanctuary. I'll ward Misty, since I can kind of still see her with Sanctuary. And then with my regular action, I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit more to the behind these things, so then maybe next time I'll be able to get a good radius on them. And then I'll just do a cantrip. I'll do a let's see what kind of loser cantrips I have. I'll do a Sacred Flame cantrip. Just maybe I can have this guy turn around or something.
All right. Sounds good. Sacred Flame burns the Etten for another 10 radiant damage. All right. So Shrump is up.
Now I'm going to hit him once again with my longsword. Oh, Well, it's a crit.
Nice, very nice. A critical hit, sir. Very nice. And you do your extra die damage for a total of 25. So what happens is you clop off one of the heads of Etten number 3, as it basically slinks down to his knees, and then kind of butts up against the wall, and blood is just spewing everywhere out of that head, and the Etten head just kind of loses consciousness.
No, thank you for doing that for me. It saved me adding flavor text. I shall strike the other one.
Okay.
And in my haste to position myself, I trip on the entrails of the fallen Etin and stumble.
You do, but you stumble enough to where you're able to gather your composure and be ready for the next round. All right, so
Indeed.
let's see. Etten number 1, it is no longer affected by the spell, so it just kind of shake its head and and turns and goes to attack the fighter. Orc and your foul magic! So you've clopped off the head of the female, old Gurga Gunda, or Gunda Gurga.
Yeah, no
So
more
Shrunk?
chuff for you, mate.
Swings with its morning star and misses, and tries to follow up with its battle axe, missing you again as your defense is
Clattering
just
off my shield as I
Yes.
hastily raised it in my stumble.
too superior for the Etten. Now, as Etten number 2 is here, I'm gonna see what Etten number 2 does with the confusion behavior. So the creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each die face. The creature doesn't take an action this turn. Very cool. So it just starts to run away. Let's do a d8. And that is a 7. So basically, if I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's see. There would be, seeing that this is a larger creature, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The creature starts to run toward, basically run down the cavern, and just is against the wall and is just trying to run, and then it just stops, and then it just stands there. So seeing that that's a force type of movement, you won't get an attack of opportunity. Alright, now Etten 2 is gone, so please do a saving throw for me, Mrs. Vey. And it will then be Widow's turn. Ooh, thanks. Very nice. So the Etten is now not impaired anymore. So what are you going to be doing, Widow, for your turn? Start of round 3.
Alright, well, feeling a little more confident about this, I do one of my trademark twirling of the blades, but unfortunately I'm so close to the wall that you can kind of hear it pinging against the wall behind me.
Kind of scraping sparks off of the wall. I like it.
Exactly. And so then I lunge forward, not having to lunge very far, and attack this Etten with sneak attack. Hopefully.
Alright, let's see. I'm sure you'll probably hit him. 25, it's a hit. Sneak attack too, yeah. 22 damage to the Etten number 1. Definitely quite a vicious shot as you catch him under the rib just as he's lifting up his morning star to smash down on the half orc. All right, so anything else for you? Bonus action, movement.
I'm gonna use my disengage basically in order to move. I don't think I would take anything anyway, but I'm actually going to move over here next to Shrunk to try to avoid this other one attacking me.
You don't need to do your cunning action or disengage.
Well, it's more or less. I didn't really leave its.
No, you're not. No, so
its area.
You still have your bonus action. So if you want to, you can stab with your offhand if you want.
Oh, why the hell not?
Why not? All right.
Why
you
the
hit,
hell not with a 27?
Yeah. Let's get you faced the right way there. There you go.
Alright.
It's like casting
Why
a
not?
missile, magic missile in the dark.
In the darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you hit with 2. What the heck did you put light on, Worm?
Staff, my staff.
On the end of your staff. Yeah, that staff
Yeah.
looks pretty cool.
Alright.
Widder, I suggest you sharpen that offhand of yours because it doesn't seem to be stabbing much.
I know. It's a damn +1. I should have milked Tiberius for a +2. Damn it. Alright, I passed the pot.
All right, very nice. So a 20, which is a beautiful critical hit. You crit for 16 fire damage. And the Etin's fur is now on fire, and he's trying to pat all of these smoldering embers from his hide armor. Nice shot. All right. So any other movement, you can go ahead and take that. And Tiberius, you're up now.
Okay, Dave. I'm still.
No problem.
All right, so I'm going
Tighten
to
up,
take this guy.
Tiberius.
I know, man. There's so many options, but. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run for my move action. I'm going to run this way so I can see this guy in the corner. And I think the guys right below me. I mean, I can see both of these guys, and I think the guy right below me is. I'm going to go ahead and cast. I'll just do my cantrip again to start with, which is the Sacred Flame, and then I'll do the,
Sure.
and then for my bonus action, I'll put the giant spiritual hammer on the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're out of its reach, so you don't have to worry about any kind of. Just remember, larger creatures sometimes have an extra reach, but you're fine. So your saving throw for the Etin was a failure, so you get to roll damage. Well, his saving throw takes 9 radiant damage. Etin number 1. It's in pretty bad shape. Definitely in a bad condition.
So I'm conjuring for my my bonus. I'm going to conjure this floating spiritual weapon right above it, and then I'll be able to attack, I guess, next time. So it's like a giant hammer that I'll put above him. So I don't know if I can conjure it and attack this time, or if I can only move it on top of him this time.
I believe with the what are you casting?
Spiritual weapon.
Hammer?
And it's a hammer shaped like a horn is what my thing is.
I believe it does allow you to move it in an adjacent square and also attack the creature that you want it to attack. And in every round, it gets movement. And let me just double check it. It's been a couple months since I've read it, but I do believe that you get to attack. So, you can make a
And what it is I ramped up all my prepared spells to do role playing stuff like talk to the dead and clairvoyance, and I don't have any. I got a lot of heals, but I don't have a lot of offensive spells.
Yeah, you could have possibly RP'd these. Remember when Widow was at the entrance to the cave? You know, the Etins took those big sniffs and said, "Oh, it smells like the cultists are coming back." So that was a possibility.
It wouldn't have been good for me to
potential
RP him while
roleplay.
Widow was getting wailed on.
It would have been
I know
interesting
exactly
to hear you speak to 6 different heads. That would have been interesting for me to do. But yeah, you can attack. Sure, you could. You put the hammer right next to you. So,
all right, so
I will go ahead
and
make a note and put a. Did I put a hammer in here for you already? I did not.
Yeah, I did. You didn't do a hammer. Oh, a hammer. Or a hammer.
I will have a token ready for you next week. I will make a beautiful yellow glowing hammer.
It's actually shaped like a horn, like a.
All right, now we're getting picky.
All right, okay, yeah, no problem. I'm sorry.
No. What do you want? Do you want a hammer or do you want a horn or what?
Yeah, I mean, I just made it shaped like a horn in my other text, but whatever you have is fine.
No, I got some horns and stuff, so I'll do a horn. Yeah, I didn't think it like a cornucopia type of horn or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then just to piss you off, I'm going to change it every time I cast it. Now it's shaped like a... No, I'm just joking.
No, I'm going to do a couple of them. I'm going to do like a sword and a hammer and stuff like that. So I'll have a couple in my bag ready to go in case you do want to change it. It only takes a second to put a PNG glow on there. So listen to that, Vay. I actually know how to do that, huh?
Yeah, man. You can sure talk the talk now,
Rockstar. All right. So for the just for the meantime, I don't have a I don't have a hammer, so I'm just going to put my little handy dandy pointer. What, do you want it there, or you can just move it any adjacent space you want?
All right, I'll just put them on the guy.
And then go ahead and your attack was a hit with your hammer.
Yeah, I took the
damage
on him.
Yeah, very good, perfect. Very good, very good. So next is Shrump. Shrump le Dawn.
I'm going to strike him roughly with my long sword.
Attack away, sir. 29. That's a beautiful hit. And you hit for 14 damage. Your bonus damage is just crazy. Plus 9.
It's nice at the moment.
It is nice.
Hit again.
Nice backspin on that roll. 26. Ooh, for max damage is 17.
For maximum damage, and he's down.
Yes.
Again, I thrust the sword and catch one of them in the throat, and just smile grimly as the other head turns, looks down at the blade in his other head's throat, and realizes that his time has come.
And this is Kill Bill, man. I mean, blood is spewing everywhere, getting all over you, getting all over Widow's nice new leathery cat suit.
There's nothing wrong with a little blood.
All right, so Etten number
lots
2.
of blood.
Lots of blood. Just lots. All right, so the Etten, it is going to move in. It is going to attack till the death. So that is what it's going to do. Let's see, who is it going to attack? I would probably imagine that it would attack Widow, because that's pretty much what it was cognizant attacking the last time. So let's go ahead and give you 2 attacks. The first attack is a miss, and then the attack with the battle axe. God bless it. God bless that poor Etten. It is done with its turn. Now, Widow, you're up. It is your turn. Both attacks just violently. I mean, this thing is swinging for the fence, and you just kind of duck both attacks.
Oh, don't forget. Oh, that's okay, Dave. Never mind. I was going to say
what?
I had Sanctuary on her, but
she didn't get
anyway.
hit. Yeah, she didn't get hit.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
I kind of just laugh it off, kind of parry away the blows with my swords, and say, "No, this is how you swing for the fences, honey."
Now that's a knife.
Both of its heads just kind of turn to you and
Oops.
give you the old
Turn man does it.
dog tilts its head look.
You'll roll a 1.
We could only hope.
Sure.
Look
When
at
I
that.
say that,
She's
I
getting
do.
cocky. She's already loaded.
Well,
for
every
that
time
gun.
Widow
Well,
goes for that
I just
cocky
had-
kill, she gets 1.
Oh, I think I picked up a big old blood smear or something. I don't know what the hell that was.
No, I'm not running. Ah!
I can't believe it. You guys cursed her.
God
Cursed
damn
her.
it! That was the end of my turn. You sons of bitches, you cursed me.
No, it's true. It's every time
I love it.
Widow gives a spiel about how she's going to show somebody how to do it all. This is and all the rest. She always rolls a 1. There's that double 1 attack with advantage.
Orange
Double 1.
Jesus hates me.
And you know what? I'm even gonna make you do I'm gonna buy you a spin on our new critical fumble
Fuck
slot
me.
machine. Yes, I am going.
Is that an option on the wheel?
No, that is not an option on the wheel, unfortunately. All right, so let's see what happens to our favorite rogue here. It's pick on Widow
I
Day.
swear to God, if you break one of my magic weapons.
Oh, you slip in the heat of combat. So what you need to do is succeed with a Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the 4E. I need to put it on 5E, and then I'll roll it again. My bad. Wow, you stumble over your own feet. You are stunned until the beginning of your next turn. So you're basically incapacitated, and the Etten will basically get advantage on its attacks towards you, which is quite nicely.
That's alright.
That's if the Etten survives till, next round. Alright, so there we go.
Fuck me.
Well, Vey, you're up. She's basically stunned.
Oh, I feel another roll coming on.
Hey. Where's that world?
Ooh, wow! Holy cow, Vey! Are you serious? She tried to sneak that in. Vey, I'm in the spending mood today for XP. Let's see what happens to you, Vey. Basically, Vey, you lose the grip of your weapon, and you drop your weapon, and you're also just kind of stunned until the end of your next turn. So now you are also stunned, Mrs. Vey. Uh-oh, can the Etten turn things around here? Tiberius, you're up.
Wow. All right, so I think since that my bonus action, I'll move the spiritual weapon in front of this Etten.
Okay, sounds good.
And so then he gets to make his as a
bonus action. You get to do an attack. Mm-hmm.
So I command this horn to just come down and crunch this guy.
Yeah,
and then I think
hammer does
since
it.
both of these guys are down. I mean, both of them are laying down.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have anything that'll help them that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in close. And
they're not
getting
down.
out of...
They're not down for the count. They're just stunned. They're just kind of frozen there.
Yeah, and I think maybe they're like bent. I'm imagining that they're bent over, and this guy's like smashing, and then they're still blocking and stuff. So I want to get behind this guy, but I'm going to make sure I don't come out of his opportunity here.
Yeah, you shimmy
and I'm going to get
behind
him, and then once I get behind him, I'm going to go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? This isn't
Getting
good.
behind him?
Well, I'm not going to like pants him or anything, if that's what you're thinking about.
No, I was going far further into the gutter than that.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna fist him.
Oh my god, that's horrible. And then from here, I think what I'll do is
like a horse.
Oh, I don't have that spell anymore. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go ahead and just cancel him again. And the reason I'm behind him is hopefully I can pull that to turn around and attack me instead of attack those two people. So I'll do as much damage as I possibly can.
Say something to him. Try to assault him. You get free actions. Sure.
Turn around. Maybe just one of his heads. If I could just get one of his heads to turn around, that's all I really care about at this point.
Goosey.
What do you say to him? What are you screaming to him there, Tiberius?
You know, I'm at a loss, Dave. And you know me, I'm always have something to say.
That's the first
I know,
time.
Man.
Wow.
I know.
Hold on. Here it comes.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
I'm just playing.
That's right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just say something like, eat this. I don't know.
Eat my grits, liver lips.
That's right.
Fast. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have pantsed him. Maybe that would have been a good way to go. But I don't want to get hit in the face by Ettenschlong.
You would have pantsed him and then heard a thud.
That's right.
Oh my lord.
I'll just do a sacred flame, so I'll just chant and get a little bit of divine fire to just arc across my arm and land right onto his skin, hopefully burning him enough for him to turn around. So
GSB
13 damage, not much, but
Deleven, thank you very much, Deleven, for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, he fails the saving throw, and you definitely got his attention. Both of his heads kind of turn around simultaneously. All right, so Shrump, it is your
Once
your
again,
turn,
with
sir.
with the long sword and the stabbing and the blood and all of that good stuff.
17 is a hit. Yeah, so just as the Etten is turning around, fixing to give Tiberius a couple attacks, the Etten falls.
I thrust at him from behind. I thrust through his spinal column, severing his spinal column,
there's my
and he
mind in
drops
the gutter.
twitching.
Yes, the Etten falls, and I'm not gonna touch that anymore. All right, so you guys are out of combat.
whew, does anybody need any heals?
No, I'm good.
I'm freaking geared up for heals. You guys let me know if you need some. I mean,
I think those
I
dropped my wand. Can someone help me pick it up, please?
I've take still down by 19, I guess it is, so I could use a little heal.
Alright, that's 1,000 gold.
It's awesome.
No, I'm just joking. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, it's like those NPC priests in the towns. They charge you for heals.
Alright, I'll do this.
I'm just going to keep thrusting my weapon into this Etten from behind and thrust it all the way to the hilt.
Yeah, blood is just splattering
Oh.
everywhere.
Awesome, thank you. And let me be the first to apologize. I admit that my plan was not well executed.
Executed isn't the
out.
word I'm looking for. It's thought out is the right answer to that.
Well, no.
Executed.
I could overhear them. They could definitely. They might not have seen us coming, but they could smell us coming. And I didn't think it was wise to leave them at our back. So,
Yeah,
but
might
I
have
did
been a
not
good-
consider the positioning of the.
Might
Well,
have
if
been
it
a
ever-
good idea to let us know what was going on.
I agree with Shrump. And if it ever gets into this position again, I've got this spell that's a giant column of fire. I could have just centered it in the cavern, and we would be scooping away roasted Etnet now. But instead, I'm spending all my energy healing you.
We would have been fighting Ettins that were on fire.
It's a win-win for me.
That is the best form of Etting. The
Now
burning ones.
that was fire. So you have 3 dead Ettins in front of you, 3 large piles of horribly odored tar mixed in with straw. It's horrible. There's a chamber going. Well, the dead end is to your left. Also, you can see that now that you're in the room, you can see that there's another chamber that's traveling north, and the chamber that's traveling south.
So, Dave, is it daytime or nighttime?
It's probably still daytime. You've only been in here for a few hours.
And our Ettins are considered large, aren't they?
You already said that. Thanks for
Okay, just
playing.
making sure.
Yep.
Just
yep,
making
they
sure.
are. They
I have a
definitely are.
spell that lets me do some awesome stuff, but it won't work on large people.
What's that?
Or the create undead. I'll just squirrel it for next time. It won't work. Only work at night, and it'll only work on medium or small.
I'm just going to check the bodies and the surrounding area for fat loots and epic weapons.
Fat loots and epic weapons. Sounds
I
like
love
the name
it.
of a band.
I love it. So on the female, remember her name was Grunga Gurga. She has
Gunga
she has a beautiful sash, a beautiful belt, and she's not really wearing it as a belt. It looks like she's kind of wearing it up in the center of her almost right below her boobs. It's sort of like a sash.
We should identify this.
Well, that would possibly be a good thing to do.
I look over at the mage. You think you can figure out what this is?
Wait, what is it?
Vorsefield, great name, Vorsefield.
Sash.
Or
Thank you
belt
very
or
much.
some
Found
such.
on
To
this
follow. Thank you.
female.
Let me see it.
Move out of the way.
Well, Let me check something really quickly.